Hi YouTubers, welcome to my channel. My name's Emma and this is my little part of the internet to share my journey from broken to blessed. So the other day I posted a video on YouTube and I had a nice wig on and my makeup on, and I was talking about recovery and talking about a course that I'm doing called the recovery course, which is really helping me. But I look so well in the video, and I realise that I'm doing what I always used to do, and that's being dishonest and being in denial. So the truth is that I relapsed about a month ago. I tried to fight it and pray through it, and the circumstances at home have been really challenging. My husband's been on a relapse since January. So, and I tried everything to get him to, my head's hurting. I tried everything to get him to stop. But it's only like a few days ago that I've realised that I just can't, I can't control the outcome. Try to control the outcome. I tried putting in ultimatums, I tried throwing things away, equipment away. I tried begging, pleading, I tried being nice, I tried being quiet, I tried being aggressive. I tried moving out for a couple of weeks and nothing worked. And all that time I was trying to fight, I was trying to do my college course, trying to help other people, and I just took too much on. I don't feel very well right now. I don't know what's wrong. Anyway, so, that's not even my part of the story, is it? My part of the story is I relapsed. I stopped doing what I needed to do, and I just gave in. I gave in and I went and asked my hubby for some of what he was using. A bit of what he was using. I don't even know if you can hear me on this video. I'm really sorry about this. I'm just trying to be as honest and as real as possible, because you can't get much more real than this. So yeah, I picked up, and then I tried coming off of it. After about 2 weeks, I had a week off, and I went to my mum's for a few days and came home. Something happened at home. I fell out with my son, so he went because he had to go, and I finished my detox. For the next couple of days it was a bit horrendous, crying, lots of tears and stuff, but then I felt better, and then hubby came back and I gave in again. And since then it's just been exhausting. I feel like, I've been telling myself that I need to use so that I can function. I need to use so that I can be there for people. I need to use so that I can take care of my hubby. I need to use so I can take care of my dog. I need to use so I can see my daughter. I mean, like, what? So that's what I've been telling myself. I'm with my daughter. There was a demand on me to try and find my son somewhere to live as well. So I tried putting on this mask. And then the past week, things have been just getting so challenging. See, the thing is I know how all my loved ones feel, because I'm also going through it. I'm in love with an addict. I'm married to an addict, for better or worse. Maybe against my better judgment. I don't know. Only God knows that one. It has been getting really bad. And it's been a constant case of, because I'm quite house proud, and I like to keep my house tidy and clean so that it looks normal and presentable. I just feel like I've been supervising my husband 24/7. And that's what I've been telling myself. Because he's doing a lot, and he's come close a couple of times in the past week, and it's really scary. And you know, the mask is, I think when I use I'm still organised and tidy, but my husband's not. It gets very hectic and very chaotic. It's not his fault, it's the addiction. I know that, it's the disease, but it gets very chaotic. And yeah, I feel like I have to keep tidying up all the time, just getting rid of equipment, getting rid of paraphernalia. Making sure that he doesn't gouge out with a cigarette in his hand. That happened this morning. And today I did the hardest thing I've ever had to do. First of all, I told my mum. I'd already told my sister the other day, bless her, that she was carrying that weight on her little shoulders. Trying to help me, cooking us meals and being kind and caring. And then today I told my mum. She wasn't happy. She cried and cried. And she hung up the phone on me. Then she sent me a voice message, crying and crying. And she can't keep going through this, and she can't see me go down that path again. She thinks that people who use drugs addictively are junkies. She called my husband a junkie when I was on the phone to her, and I said, Mum, you know, I'm an addict as well. And then I told her that I had relapsed again. So she doesn't want me to go around her house. So apparently my dad said that if I relapse, he'll cut me off. And I just really need support right now. I don't feel well at all. I feel sick. yes, I really, really need that support, and I've hurt them. I've hurt my sister, I've hurt my mum, I've hurt my dad, I've hurt my son. He just hates me anyway. He's angry at me all the time, even when I'm doing well. And then the hardest thing I had to do was tell my daughter and tell her dad. I tried to ring him before I went to pick my daughter up. But I couldn't get hold of him. And I picked my daughter up and she asked me why we weren't going out at my mum's. Told her we'd fallen out, and then I told her the truth. She's 13 on Friday. She's 13 on Friday. She's my world. I love her so much. And I had to tell her. She was so brave, she held my hand, she said, "It's okay, it's okay." I said, "It's not okay because I might not be able to see you for a while." And she didn't want me to tell her dad. But I had to do the right thing. So I told, he phoned me actually while I was with Sophie. And I told him the truth. Naturally, I had to take Sophie home. It was very, very emotional. Excuse me. It was very emotional. I just felt so bad. Bless her, she's got such a big heart. Such a big, beautiful heart. And she sees the mummy. She sees her mummy. And but other people don't see that. Other people just see the addiction. And they forget that there's a person beneath it who's struggling and battling. And it was selfish of me to pick up and use again, but at the same time, I don't know what I was going to say then. It was selfish. I just had no self-control after that. I was powerless. And that's what happens with addiction. It is such a battle every day in addiction and in recovery. It is a battle every single day. Either a battle to stay clean or a battle to stay alive. And there's such a stigma attached. And I know why, I can see why. Because it's like, and my husband, it's like something else has got control of him and has ravaged him. And I've not ever seen anything like that before. He's just risking his life every single day. So am I. And that is selfish. That is really selfish, because if one day something bad happens and someone's lost a daughter, someone's lost a sister, and someone's lost a mum, someone's lost a wife, I don't know what it is and why. It's almost like you know, my spirit wants to stay clean, wanted to stay clean. I was trying to draw close to God, but then at the same time I was being disobedient to God, because I kept swinging one way to another. It's like I had something else inside me, so I was trying to fight it, and then, you know, whatever else, I think it's either the flesh or it's a demon. Get out in Jesus' name. You know, it's constantly pulling, it's a constant pull, all the time, every day. And it's hard enough in recovery, it's hard enough to stay clean when things are going well. But when things aren't going well, then that's when it's even harder. And I fell. I'm very tired right now. It's been a very emotional day. I've let people down, I've hurt people, but I've done the right thing. I've been honest. You know, the deception is the disease wants me to be deceptive. It wants me to lie. It wants me to pretend like I haven't relapsed. It wants me to pretend that everything's fine. Because then it can just keep going and going. So now people know. My mum doesn't want to see me, my mum and dad, and I can't see my daughter now, and my son don't want to see me anyway. Everybody advised, you know, when I was in rehab, the general advice given was to go my own way when I got out, and I was already in love then. I was already in love with my then boyfriend, now husband, and I had this vision that we were going to go into recovery together, and that we were going to do great things for God. And we did go into recovery together. And then we got married. And then we had some early challenges in our marriage, but we worked through them with a marriage counsellor. It was lockdown that floored us. Excuse me, I need to drink. My mouth's going dry. I coped okay during lockdown because I had college to do. And if I'm completely honest, I'm not the biggest fan of going out and about anymore. Especially not when I'm clean. So I was quite happy doing college online. But my husband, it just outweighed him, and see what happens is you've got all your mind set on the right things, and excuse me, you've got all your mind set on doing the right things. And that's really hard work, you know, because I need to have a routine. I need to make sure I'm praying. I need to make sure I'm keeping in with the church. I need to make sure that all I'm hearing and listening to is Christian stuff. I need to do my step work. You know, I need to do meetings. And I have to do that every day. Those sorts of things, we, as addicts, when we're clean and in recovery, we have to do that every day to stay clean. But because we're clean and we look healthy and we've got a smile on our face, people that aren't addicts assume that we're normal. Well, this is my perception anyway. People that aren't addicts assume we're normal. You know, you tell somebody that you just met that you're a drug addict in recovery, and you know it can shock them, because when we're all cleaned up and on the right path, you wouldn't know. You just wouldn't know. But at the very same time, my throat keeps closing over, which is scary. At the same time, see that same person on the street. You know, if you saw me on the street in my addiction, which fortunately I'm not, thank you Lord. If you saw me on the street in my addiction, you probably, you know, would move away to pass by me. And in addiction, it's just no easier, because then you have withdrawal symptoms to deal with, clucking, the emotions, the pain. And if you go to, you know, try rehab or something, it takes months. It takes months and months, and I know my husband doesn't want to be using. He doesn't want to be doing what he's doing, and I don't want to be doing what I'm doing. But right now I just don't know what to do next, because even being in an addiction is a battle. You're trying to find money, trying to find the substance. Going through withdrawals. It's just one constant battle. But the one thing that was keeping me going before was the Lord. You know, when I was waking up and praying every day and trying to dedicate myself and commit myself to God, I was doing my Bible studies and doing stuff with the church, I was happy. I was really happy, and I felt well. But I had college as well, and college started taking over, you know, taking me away from my Bible studies. It started taking me away from, it took a lot out of me, even though I love that as well. I was just trying to see where it went wrong, but just because I took on too much, and I need to just keep it simple. I was never happier than when I was close to God, when I drew close to God. That was the happiest I've ever been. but I'm still praying. But I feel, I just feel bad. I just wish I could commit my life. I would love to commit my life to God. Nothing else, just God, and helping others to get through this, so that they don't have to go through this, or so that they can get through this. So many people dying of addiction right now. And there's so much red tape to get through, to get help, to get rehab and things like that. And if you fail rehab enough times, then, you know, you're out on the streets basically, because they don't want to waste their money on you. They only want to pay for you to get well. You know, if you've got a better chance of doing so. It's not equal. There's nothing equal about it. Definitely not. And I get that, I understand that, you know, it's a lot of money to pay for rehab, I get that. It's a lot of money, and so they can only really give that money to people that are putting in the effort. But then there are times when, like now, the situation is so dire. That there possibly isn't months left. I just pray that if you've got a loved one who's affected by addiction, please see your loved one, your son or your daughter, your wife or your husband, your mother or father. See them. Remember the times when they haven't been using. Remember that, because that's who they really are. That is who they really are. When they're not using and they're nice people, that is who they are. That is who we are. That is who I am. I'm not a horrible person. I'm a wounded person. Anyway, I've rambled on long enough. Wow, like 30 minutes, so I don't even know if anybody will watch that long a YouTube video. So I will keep you all updated. Please keep us in your prayers. And please pray for my family too. Pray that they'll be surrounded by God's love and comfort. My son and my daughter, my mum, my dad, my sister. Hold us in your prayers, please. God bless.